to Out for the Count TV. Today we're joined by super welterweight prospect Mason Dickinson. Mason, I've not seen you since your last fight. How have you been?
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been pretty busy, to be fair. Never stopped training, really. I obviously had a bit of food and that, put a bit of weight on, but just coming straight back off, and yeah, we're ready to go.
Yeah, and obviously you've got a fight coming up. You're coming off into this fight off the back of a good win against a game opponent. What does a win like that do for your confidence going into this next fight?
Well, last opponent he was coming for the win, and not many opponents do that at these early stages, these journeymen. A lot of them just sit back, but Jordan Grandin, we come for the win, and with full respect to him, we get a good go. But I worked my best that night, and it'll be the same again. I'm coming for the win, I'm coming to make a statement, and I want to steal the show.
Definitely. And obviously after the last fight, you were happy with your performance. I think you said that you wanted to tighten up a little bit on your backhand. Is that something that you've worked on in this sort of camp?
Yeah, 100%. I noticed our odd little weaknesses. Obviously, I don't want to say too much on camera in case these opponents are studying, but there's always stuff to work on, and I like to look back on videos and analyse it. It's something I've always done. So I'm always working on these little things, and I feel like bit by bit it's coming together, and every fight you're going to see a different version of me slowly upgrading.
Yeah.
I'm far from the best yet, but I'm getting there.
Definitely. It's still early days. Obviously, you said to me that, you sort of thrive under pressure. In terms of like mental pressure, how do you control it and use it to your advantage?
It's weird. I was saying, like, my mum hates it. I'll always see her. She'll always, like, she struggles to look at the ring without feeling nervous. I can see it in her face over dread. Same with the rest of my family, but it's weird, really. The more nerves I see in them, the more confident I feel. I love the tension. Gives me adrenaline rush, and it does bring best out of me. And it'll be the same again. Like, all these people buying tickets, going to be a loud atmosphere again, louder than before.
Definitely.
And yeah, I'm ready for it, 100%.
And obviously, as your career progresses, the pressure's going to build, and that's obviously just going to bring out the best of you each fight. So obviously, it's your first 6-rounder. Have you prepared any different, for the step up in rounds?
I've not changed anything really. I've always done long runs. I enjoy them. It's not been different at all. Same focus. Every fight's life or death for me. Every fight's my world title fight. You're not going to see any lack of motivation just because there's no title at the end of it. It's something to come. It's going to come in these next few years. But for now, I can't get to that stage if I'm not my best right now. So I want to keep putting these performances on, impressing these people, getting more eyes on me. That'll sell more tickets. There's going to be bigger opportunities. And every single time you're going to see a better version of me. And like I said before, I'm going to steal the show, 100%.
Definitely. And obviously you're trained by John Fewkes. He's been there, he's done it. Has he given you any advice, for this step up?
Of course, yeah. So he helps me identify his weaknesses. Or not even weaknesses, just stuff I can be even better at. So we've took a lot of time to decide. We've worked on these odd little things, just nitpicking to make it perfect, best it can be. And I've already seen difference. 2 weeks out. Obviously, I'm not at my full potential yet. That'll be next week until like we're really in it. But yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling ready. If it said, we're bringing the show forward 2 weeks, I'm fine by me because I'm ready now. But yeah.
Nice one. And obviously, in terms of your coaching team, you're all really tight knit. How important is it for you to have, a team behind you that you're comfortable with and they can get the best out of you?
Well, not like there's a lot of teams where they're all just yes men. They're always just bigging each other up, and then when they fall, there's no one behind you. But teams like this, they're gonna bully you when you need it. Really, they're gonna give you that motivation. And without it, I couldn't be who I am today. I'm quite lazy naturally. I like being lazy. I don't want to wake up in the morning and run, but I know I'm letting people down if I don't do it. I woke up this morning, I had right face on with myself. I didn't want to get out of bed. I've got work in 2 hours. I've got to get up, do nice, steady 6 miles a day. I'd faced them all the way through it, hated myself. But I'm walking, jogging back and stuff, and I feel good after it. So, yeah, it all comes back to this motivation team behind me. I've got to impress. I've got to impress them and give them their money's worth. They're spending their hard-earned money buying these tickets, and if I'm not getting money's worth, why are we going to do it next time?
Exactly. Also, in your team, you've got your dad. I asked Brendan Needham a similar question. How do you balance the relationship of the father-son relationship and the sort of like fighter-trainer? How do you balance that?
Yeah, so to be fair, he's involved. Of course, he's involved as part of the team stuff, but he's not my number one. John Fewkes is my number one, and that's my number two. But he's not too involved. He knows when to take a step back. He's not going to always interfere, like make odd comments. Of course, he's going to like point out things he think I could do better or what I should do in this round of sparring. Or how I could tighten up on bikes and stuff like this. But he's not too involved. He's happy to take a step back. And when I need it, even at home, sometimes I'm like, should you really be doing that? Have you done this yet? Have you done that? These odd little reminders, and it keeps me grounded. Really, it keeps me focused, and it's all part of getting me to where I am today.
Definitely. And in terms of your promotion, you signed to Fightzone under Dennis Hobson. Dennis has done some brilliant things in the sport in the past. What's it like working with Dennis and Fightzone?
I've known Dennis since I was younger, really. Even when I was like 10 years old, watching like your Ross Birkin show, stuff like that. We've always been to these shows and stuff. We've seen Dennis around. Even Dennis Senior, I had chats with him all the time. Even back then, Dennis is saying, "Oh, when you're pro, when you're older, we're going to sign you." And 10 years down the line, 11 years down the line, it's happened.
Yeah.
So it's always been a good relationship. We're always having a good chat whenever we see each other. And yeah, like I feel like because we've got that kind of relationship, it's going to get me further. Like Dennis, he's a good man with his opportunities. He's smart, he's clever, he's creative. And having a good relationship with him provides me with these opportunities, and together, we can go to the top. He's done it before, and I'm very confident we're going to do it again.
Definitely. He's obviously very, very ambitious. Dennis and Steve, they've got massive plans moving forward. What does that mean for you as a fighter in your career?
That means, as far as I know, as long as I keep doing my best and I'm impressing them, they're going to do the best for me because we're all one big team. If I benefit, so do they, and vice versa. So the more success for me, they can give me these opportunities, and I can bring more eyes to them as well. So I can promote their platform. They're giving me a platform to promote myself on.
Yeah, it's a mutual relationship.
Of course
really.
it is. Yeah, we both benefit. We both win in the end, and that's the plan. We're just going to succeed.
Definitely. And it weren't so long ago that they had you fighting out in Malta. How did you find that kind of experience, and what can you take away from it?
I loved it. Yeah, I've never really done much travelling, so even that overall, I was excited for. But to be trusted with such a big opportunity, it was huge, and I knew I had to make a statement out there. Like, given I got the stoppage first round, like obviously that's impressive, but never full intention. I just wanted to go out there, impress Dennis, make him realise, he made the right decision in sending me to Malta, and I feel like I did that. If I get another opportunity like that, then I'm going to be very grateful. I'm going to take as many as I can. I'm never going to say no to a fight. And again, Dennis is creative with these. Like, there's not many promoters doing these shows yet. You've got your Eddie Ayers and not spending loads of money, but on the local circuit like Dennis, he's building them from the ground up. He's not taking these Olympians.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, grassroots and stuff. But
he's really invested in the grassroots. And obviously on the card, July the 13th, you've obviously got your stablemate Mikey Harrison making his debut. What kind of advice have you given Mikey?
It works both ways, really. Like, no one works harder than him in the gym. I've never known a kid run like. I hate running. He loves it. I don't understand how you can enjoy running. I really don't. But yeah, it's good. It's a good position. Like, we're both giving each other advice.
Yeah.
And even just sparring, like, my opponent's tall, Mikey's tall. I work together.
Yeah. And going back to your debut, what could you take away from that? Like, was it what you expected it to be?
It was a weird one, really, because like, given the actual fight, I can't remember much at all. Just not in terms of like, because of hits, but for that much adrenaline and soaking it in. Like, in that ring, I can't remember even hearing the crowd. I just heard John all the way through, no other voices other than John and his instructions. Yeah. We got back to the corner. It's like, yeah, that's your first round done with you now. How do you feel? And I was like, well, this is it. This is sound. I don't like this.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's something you never forget and never leave.
Definitely. And obviously, again, it's in front of your hometown crowd of Sheffield. What does that mean for you to have, like you said a minute ago, all these people spending their hard-earned money to come and see you and support your dream?
Yeah, well, I'll be forever grateful to everyone buying tickets. I couldn't do it without them. As well as my sponsors, Molly PCI, Blocker, Studio. It's what makes it possible, really. Like, it's my 5th pro. It's only my 4th on home soil, stuff like this. So it just allows me to show my fans, my family, my friends, what exactly I am working on all the time. Like, I'm missing out on these family events. Oh, mates are going town drinking. I was like, no, I can't do that. I'm in gym tonight. And they're very supportive over it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, they'll always invite. They're not going to say no and stuff, but they'll always invite me.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that. And 50 quid, that's like what, 5 hours work just to come and see me fight 6 rounds this time, 4 rounds before.
Yeah.
I've got to give them the money's worth. I've got to show, like, you're doing it for a reason. And yeah, forever grateful to them all.
Yeah, and you mentioned, like, obviously you're a young lad. Most of your mates are going to be going downtown and whatnot. Do you find it difficult to say no, or is your mind solely on your career?
Yeah, do you know, as an amateur, I found it very difficult to make. I hated it. Like, I'd just be sulking at night at home, like, with face on, getting more and stuff. But now I'm, like, professional. Like, it makes me paranoid. Like, on odd occasion, I do go downtown at Christmas, so it like, makes me paranoid. There's that much trouble down there now.
Yeah,
I want to keep my head down because, people do recognise, and,
yeah.
as a boxer, you have these reputations. You're always going to have these idiots in city centres and stuff. And I want to keep out of it. I want to keep my head down, out of trouble. Like, as far as I'm concerned, if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm going to the top. But if I let any silly distractions or silly accidents happen, it'll put a halt to it. And you never see it coming, you never do, but it'll get you if you don't stay focused. So, for sure, it don't bother me at all now.
100%.
This is my life, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, obviously different sort of levels, but I mean, we just seen recently Tyson Fury went out for a drink and someone's there with their phone filming him. It can happen anyway, really, can't it? And it's something that you do have to watch out for.
Yeah, of course. Even out of context, these videos are dangerous. And, like, let's say it were a one-off. Who knows? We don't know that. But as a promoter now, you've got to be thinking, is he going down that thing again? It's going to have a bit of doubt to people. Like, he's going to have lost fans for that. Like, and in fact, with me, that's what, if I lose my fans, my ticket sales, I'm going to potentially lose my job, because that's what keeps me going at this stage. So, I've got to keep my head down, I've got to keep sensible, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and you've been into the sport, from young. What boxers were you looking at when you were younger?
So I was on local circuit, so I always watched Liam Cameron, with first boxer I ever watched.
Yeah.
Like, even fighting recently, it's been surreal. Watching him against Lyndon Arthur.
Yeah.
Ross Birkinshaw, I always followed him. And then it was, even now, Tommy Frank, stuff like that.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, listen, it's been great catching up with you. Just before I let you go, what's the message for the fans that have brought a ticket?
Good, I'm forever grateful to you. I can't do it without you. And for anyone else watching, you either know me or don't, but you will get to know. And yeah, just watch out, 30th July.